wiped out because they were being wicked.
Then they said, behold, there is a feast of Yahweh in Shiloh, yearly in a place which is on the north side of Bethel, on the east side of the highway that goeth up from Bethel to Shechem, and on the south of Lebonah. Therefore they commanded the children of Benjamin, saying, go and lie in wait in the vineyards.
It said they commanded who? The elders of the city. They commanded them. They said, look, there's this feast down in Shiloh, all right, and there's going to be women down there dancing. So look, if you want to get women, you want to get your numbers back up, you want to get wives, go down to this feast and look what they're about to say.
And see, and behold, if the daughters of Shiloh come out to dance in dances, then come ye out of the vineyards and catch you every man his wife of the daughters of Shiloh, and go to the land of Benjamin.
So notice how they plotted and said, when this feast comes, we're going to lie in wait and just go and swoop up on some of the women and take them.
Wait, they didn't plot. Nigga, did you? I'll bring it up on screen. They didn't goddamn plot. They didn't goddamn plot on the shit. The elders of the congregation said to do that. Alright, and I'm going to read from verse 16. Judges 21 and 16, it says, then the elders of the congregation said, how shall we do for the wives of them that remain, seeing the women are destroyed out of Benjamin? Because there was no more women, and all the women of the tribe of Benjamin were destroyed, okay? And back then, the tribes were a lot more strict about dealing with every tribe dealing with their own tribe. Like, for example, in the book of Tobit, right? It said in there that Tobit told Tobias, his son, he said, look, go get you a woman from your own tribe. Okay? They were a lot more serious about that back then. Alright, this is verse 17. And they said there must be an inheritance for them that escaped of Benjamin, that a tribe be not destroyed out of Israel. Howbeit we may not give them our wives of our daughters, for the children of Israel have sworn, saying, cursed be he that giveth a wife to Benjamin. Then they said, behold, there is a feast of the Lord in Shiloh yearly, in a place which is on the north side of Bethel, on the east side of the highway that goeth up from Bethel to Shechem, and on the south of Lebonah. Verse 20, therefore they commanded the children of Benjamin. Alright, they commanded the children of Benjamin, saying, go and lie in wait in the vineyard. So they didn't plot or plan or being slick. Alright, they told them, the elders of the city told them to go do this. Okay, and it says here, verse 21, and see, and behold, if the daughters of Shiloh come out to dance in dances, and then come out of the vineyards and catch you every man his wife of the daughters of Shiloh, and go to the land of Benjamin. Okay, now we're going to keep reading, but I'm going to play the clip.
Right? Is that not what the scripture just said? Go ahead.
And it shall be, verse 22, and it shall be, when their fathers or their brethren come unto us to complain, that we will say unto them, come unto us, be favorable unto them for our sakes.
But notice, hold up. Notice how it says their fathers and brothers will come into us to complain.
Right.
Now, if this was a righteous act taking place, why would they be coming to them to complain? Somebody's actually tried to use these scriptures, and you know who you are. They try to use these scriptures to support rape.
That if a woman got raped, that's lawful in the sight of the Most High. That's biblical. That's biblical.
This is madness. This is madness. This is madness.
And like I said earlier, it's not like you're not going to catch some kind of feelings about the whole thing. But what did the scriptures say? All right, and the scriptures say that you can do so, which they're using the scriptures to say that you can't. The various same scriptures that clearly condone the taking of a woman by force, as long as she's not betrothed or married. All right, you can do that. Okay.
But read on.
And it shall be, when their fathers or their brethren come unto us to complain, that we will say unto them, be favorable unto them for our sakes, because we reserve not to each man his wife in the war, For ye did not give unto them at this time that ye should be guilty.
And they're saying that because they didn't want the Benjamite men to be laying with their women of the other tribes. Alright? If you read the previous 2 chapters, it explains that. Alright?
And the children of Benjamin did so, and took them wives according to their number of them that danced, whom they caught. And they went and returned into their inheritance, and repaired the cities, and dwelt in them.
Now go on down to verse 25.
In those days there was no king in Israel. Every man did that which was right in his own eyes.
Okay? So you can see how it says every man did that which was right in his own eyes. Not in the eyes of the Most High, but in his own eyes.
But the scriptures didn't say that the tribe of Benjamin was wrong for taking those women. Okay? When you read the histories and the Kings, Chronicles, Judges, Joshua, Samuel, when you read that history, whenever Israel went off, whenever any of the tribes went off, it says that they went off. Whenever any specific man went off, it specifically says that, alright? It didn't say the same thing about Benjamin, so they were justified in doing that, because they had to, alright?
Rather than to take these virgins from, where were they from? I can't remember the name.
Jabesh Gilead.
Yeah. Rather than to take those virgins, they chose to go and take other women in an unlawful manner. You know, and then they got the other tribesmen angry. Alright, so that is not an excuse for rape. That's actually condemnation against rape. Every man doing what was right in his own eyes. Okay? So let's move on. Let's go to Genesis chapter 34. Let's see how Jacob's sons felt about their daughter being taken. All right, Genesis 34. Okay. Go ahead and read verse 1.
And Dinah, the daughter of Leah, which she bare to Jacob, went out to see the daughters of the land. And where Shechem, the son of Hamor, the Hivite, prince of the country, saw her, he took and lay with her, and defiled her.
Now, this isn't, right now, we're not going to bring forth a lesson on did Shechem, did he rape Dinah, or was it consensual? What we're going to bring forth is the fact that this premarital sex that took place was a bad thing. And let's go on down, further down in the chapter, right after they killed all the men. Nah, down here. Start at verse 30.
Okay.
Notice after the Simeon and Levi went out and did what they did to Shechem's family. Notice what they said after that. Read.
Jacob said to Simeon and Levi, "You've troubled me to make me to stink among the inhabitants of the land, among the Canaanites, among the Perizzites, and I, being few in number, they shall gather themselves together against me and slay me, and I should be destroyed, I and my house."
Notice what they say here.
And they said, "Should he deal with our sister as a harlot?"
Right. You see, premarital sex, this premarital sex that took place, it ticked them off. All right, and then they said, should he deal with our sister as he would with like a harlot, like a whore? Okay, that's whoredom. Anybody who says, yeah, sure, go ahead and it's okay to have sex with my daughter, just pay a price. Anyone who does that.
Again, there's not premarital sex. Like I said, there's no such thing as premarital sex. Alright? The act of marriage, the act of sex is marrying a woman. Alright?
Is basically selling his daughter into harlotry. And there's a law forbidding us from doing that. The law clearly states do not sell your daughter into harlotry. Okay? So that's not the way the law works. You sell your daughter in a marriage. Alright? You don't let someone sleep with your daughter and then take payment for it and say everything's cool. Okay?
The scriptures say that. The scriptures literally say that when we just read earlier in Deuteronomy the 22nd chapter. a man find a damsel in the field, a virgin in the field,